got the Hayes team here in force. Awesome. All right, let's get started. Thank you for being here on time. Hopefully we have a few stragglers come in, but welcome to our day late team meeting. Were you guys all able to attend the class yesterday, the Value Plus? Did you watch it? What did you guys think about that? Pretty good? Feeling good about things. That's really good training. If you missed it, they're offering it 2 more times. And then I'm sure they'll have recordings and stuff out as well. So cool, cool. Well, let's get started. If I can figure out where to. It's on. Where does it want me to point it? Okay, we'll just do the manual. Technology's not my friend. Maybe that's why. Okay, so we want to give a special welcome to our new agents. If you are here and on the list, stand up and let us welcome you. Ellen Jones, Alan Aguilar Rojo, and Curtis Cotter. Are any of you guys here today? Well, if you see them, say hello. Okay, good. That's working now. All right. Do you guys have any bucket fills? Wins, gratitude. Are you feeling grateful for anything today? Okay. It's okay. I'll wait. I'm just kidding. Tammy. Everybody's got to be grateful for something, right?
Okay, so I am grateful. So, and this could be something that is good for everyone. That's why I said I'll share. Sometimes when I'm doing my calls, I get into my head and I think to myself, oh, this person knows so and so and so and so, and they're a realtor. And so if they were going to work with somebody, I just know that they're closer to them, so they would work with them. And so I have this particular person that I swear every time I come to her name, I'm just like, she would for sure use Jen. So she's not like, I just know it. So, night before last, I get this text. Hey, Tammy, I have a real estate question kind of for you. And then I said, sure, I can help you, blah, blah, blah. So she's getting divorced, needed some advice about what's going to happen with their property. And so I got her the rest of the information yesterday, and I called her and I was talking to her, and she said at the end of the call, we'll see how this works. But if it doesn't work out the way we want it to, I'll be calling you to help us sell our property. And I was like, I am so in my head because I honestly and truly felt she had a closer connection with this other gal because our daughters were in dance together, but she was with the other gal longer. She was tighter with her. So I was like, for sure she would use her. And then that happened.
There you go.
So yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the phrase drunk monkey? It's from the Bold class. You have a drunk monkey that whispers these things into your head when you're trying to do your lead generation, and they're usually crazy and not true and just mess with you. And that's the perfect example of just that drunk monkey on your shoulder trying to.
Yeah. And I've talked to her, but I don't really bring up real estate when I've talked to her, but it just was one of those things that it was like, okay, I know she sees me on social media and I don't do a ton of stuff on social media, but clearly I do enough to keep me at top of mind because I know this other gal is still doing it because I checked. But the number of transactions versus what she has and the number of times I talk about the fact that I do real estate versus the number of times she talks about doing real estate. So whether that's why she called me or not, but anyway, I have to get out of my head.
That's awesome. I love it. Great advice. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Okay. Oh, Emily does. Thanks, Em.
I just want to say thank you to my team who makes me show up every day. They are killing it, making their calls, and I used to not make my calls. And now I do make my calls because I have to. And they're just examples to me. So thank you guys for just being awesome and making me love this job.
Love it. Thank you. You can give it to Aaron. Anybody else? We good?
I want to copycat because I
Love it.
I'm grateful for my team here, including my mom. She's
Oh,
visiting today.
We love your son. He's
She's
wonderful.
visiting Utah, so we brought her to the office, and then we were checking the numbers this morning in our meeting, and then we confirmed that my team is doing great, and I'm grateful for that because our results are coming from their efforts as well.
I love it. Thanks for sharing, Pedro. All right. We have our vendor spotlight today. We have Finco Refrigeration. We should have Stephanie here. Is she here? Around 11:30. Okay, so maybe we'll follow back up with her later. She's providing lunch for us. We always love food. Feed us, we will come. So thank you, Finco. Just want to remind everybody that we are closed. The office is closed on Friday for Good Friday, but you always have access 24/7. We just won't have staff here, but if you need anything, reach out to us. We always have your back. So that is top of mind. We do have an Investing 101 class that Don Rushing and his team are putting on that is open to anyone that might be interested in going and learning from that. That is April 4th from 6 to 7:30, open to anybody if you're interested in learning more about that. Okay, so I got an email from the Salt Lake Board of Realtors a couple weeks ago that said, Amy, these agents in your brokerage need to take code of ethics before they can renew their license. And there was like 85 of us, y'all. That was like, it's like 45% of our brokerage all needs to take code of ethics before we can renew. So we said, okay, let's bring it here and have one of our own teach it. So we have Broker Dave from the Salt Lake City office coming to teach it here on April 4th. So if you need code of ethics, this will make it really easy. You can just come here. We will do it all together. There is an RSVP through that QR code. It's also on our Facebook and everything. So I think we already have about 40 people signed up. So it should be great and fun. We have first time home buyer and grants CE class as well that Intralin will be putting on grant money. That's going to be April 9th from 11 to 12. So if you want some CE, he is a great lender. And then we've got JVG coming back to do his next session of the NLP sales coaching and leadership. Tickets for this are $249 a piece, or you can do $125 for the BOGO. That's going to be at the Salt Lake City office. He's wonderful, wonderful coach. One of my favorite people. Highly recommend if it's something that you would like to learn more about emotional intelligence, using that in negotiation and really getting into the down and dirty of using that through your negotiation skills and understanding people and relating to them better throughout your sales tactics. It's an amazing class. So that is the 11th and the 12th. Casino night. So we have always had a casino night here. We try to do one like once a quarter. This one is going to be our big fundraiser for Red Day. And I'll tell you a little bit about what our Red Day project and stuff is. But we want to blow this one out of the water. So typically we have about 5 or 6 poker tables set up down here. We have a bartender, we've got food, we've got music. Everybody comes, they just have a great time. You have a buy-in. You can buy in as many times as you want because the buy-in just goes straight to KW Cares. And then we tally up the winners at the end of the night and you can win prizes from vendors. But our ALC has set a very lofty goal for this, and we are hoping to double or triple the size of this night. We want you to bring friends. We want you to bring anyone you want to. It's going to be a $20 buy-in. This is going to be our main fundraising source, though you can always donate to KW Cares for our Red Day event. So Red Day, for anyone who is newer to KW, is always the second Thursday in May. And all of the Keller Williams agents worldwide take the day off to do a day of service. And every market center comes up with a really great project to help in their local community, something that they can really do to give back. We raise all the funds ourselves within the community, and then we go and we do this project. So this year, we have a really awesome project that is close to home to a few of our agents here that spend a lot of time in the foster care system as kids. And when you're in foster care, when you move from one home to another, they tell you to put all of your belongings in a black trash bag and you move to the next house. So what we're doing is we are raising funds and we are putting together duffel bag kits for foster kids. These will be personalized kits, and inside will have stuffed animals and hygiene kits and room for their personal belongings, treated with the respect that their personal belongings should have. So it's going to be really great. We have a really lofty goal to do 200 to 300 of these duffel bags for the foster kids. So this casino night is a great way to come have some fun, bring some friends, donate to KW Cares, and you can always donate through closings or with me directly. Emily. Each kit is about, what, 30? Todd. One kit a buy, and I'm down with that. That is kind of cool to be able to say everyone that comes, you're providing a kit for a foster child. I like that idea. Okay, passed. So raise your hand if you'll come to casino night. It'll be so fun. Bring some friends. I've made a commitment. So I said, however many people we get, we want you guys to just tell me you're coming on this QR code. Because if we get 100 people that say they're coming, I will make sure we have space, tables, food, everything for 100 people. If we have 200 people coming, we will figure out to have the space, tables, and everything. So I want to know how many people are coming, because I pledge to you to accommodate for as big as we can make this and make as much money as we can for Red Day. So thank you very much. I can skip this one. This is just telling you about Red Day, May 9th. That's the day we will be meeting together in our Red Day shirts and putting those kits together for the foster kids. So mark the date on your calendar. Okay, so we are going to go through our February awards today, and then we also have a highlight for those that won at the regional awards. We did our awards ceremony this year in Vegas, so we wanted to make sure everybody knew who won the region-wide awards as well. Okay, so our cappers for February, we've got Pedro Garrido, Anna Parker, Tracy Crockett, and Nicole Queeley. If you are here, welcome to come get your diamond. Pedro, we should get a cool picture of you with your fam. Do they know what this represents? So from this day forward, Pedro will receive 100% of his commissions on all of his closings until his reset date. You bet. Until he resets. We're back to diamonds. So we did do a few changes in the awards that we started in January. You might have noticed a few things. We went back to our traditional Capper Diamond Awards. People like collecting those, having the collections in their office of all the Capper Diamonds. So we went back to our roots there. And we also added in a few other awards. So as we go to some of the new ones, I'll explain to you what those are and how we figure those out. So kind of fun changes. So first closings, if you're here, stand up and let's give you a hand. We had James Bradshaw, Keisha Kintner, Mark McCready, John Hollingshead, and Michaela Smith. Home runs. So that means you took a listing, you put a home under contract, and you had a closing all in the month of February. So we had Annie Cannon, Becky Ney, Eric Garcia, Jana Lynn, Howard, Jared Hansen, Justin Hurd, Kenya Arnett, Patria Moralv, Robin Buckwalter, Ryan Pettit, Ryan Poole, Sarah Hyatt, and Steve Tobias. Way to hit it over the fence, Steve. Anybody else here that's on that list? Oh, happy to have you. Okay, so we'll go into our top producer lists for listings taken individual. That means not on a member of a team. These agents had 3 or more listings taken in the month of February. We have Annie Cannon, who took 4 units, 3.8 million. Jeff Eves took 3 units, 2.3 million. And Chris Jones is the team member winner. He took 3 units at 2.5 million. Contracts written individual. So again, wrote 3 or more contracts in the month of February. We have Robin Buckwalter, Stacy Lockhart, Bobby Wolf, Amy Gibbons, Terry Scheitower, Tim Lowry, Scott Hurd, Jared Hansen, and Steve Judkins. Congratulations, you guys. Contracts written team member, Emily Hayes, 10 units, $5.4 million. And Ryan Pettit, 4 units, $3.2 million. Emily, where did your contracts come from?
Most of my business is coming from LinkedIn or my Sphere and Sphere referrals.
Awesome. What are you running on LinkedIn?
I have about 11,000 connections now, and
Awesome.
I do reach outs, I do posts, I do a lot of different things to connect with different people, and
That's a great niche.
I
I
do
think
it
that
for
a lot of
about
people
4.5
don't use.
years now.
Awesome. Thanks, Em. Contracts closed individual. We've got Jared Hansen with 5 units, 2.4 million. Robin Buckwalter with 4 units, 2.4 million. Terry Scheitower, 4 units, 2.2 million. Bobby Wolf, 4 units, 2.1 million. Amy Gibbons, 3 units, 1.8 million. And Stacy Lockhart, 3 units, 1.4 basically million. All right, contracts closed, team member. Emily Hayes, 7.5 units closed at 4.79 million. Congratulations, Em. We've got Ryan Pettit, 4 units, 3.2, and Cody Watts, 3.5 units at 1.2 million. Congrats, you guys. Okay, so Crimson Club is one of the awards that we switched up a little bit. Here are our Crimson Club individual winners for our market center. So we had Stacy Lockhart in 3rd place, 8 units, 5.4 million. Jared Hansen in 2nd place with 8 units, 6.3 million. And in 1st place, Robin Buckwalter with 12 units, $7.5 million. Congratulations, you guys. I wish she was here. Give her a high five if you see her. Top team, we have the gun group with 2 units, $1.12 million. And for our top groups, in 3rd place, we have South Valley Proper with 15 units, $12 million. 2nd place, 4111, 20 units at $13.4 million. And in 1st place, Emily Hayes Homes, 23 units, $12.4 million. Congratulations. Who's a team member you'd like to spotlight of what you guys are doing that is just working and love it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Bree, why don't you tell them about your daily calls, what you're doing, and also the fact that you have 3 kids at home, so there's no excuses.
No excuses. I try to find some. Yeah, so I'm making over 50 calls a day, reaching out to my SOI, trying to set up some lunch and learns that our team does and try to mom and do it all.
Love it, guys. Good job. Thanks, you guys. So this is a new award that we're doing. This is $1 Million Month. So this would be any agent in our market center who closed over $1 million of volume in 1 month. So it can be over multiple homes. You could do 3 homes worth $333,000, right? Or 1 that was $1 million. So that's anyone that had over $1 million of volume in February. So we've got Robin Buckwalter, Pedro Garrido, Jared Hansen, Emily Hayes, Justin Hurd, Steve Judkins, Corey Coroner, and Stacy Lockhart. And more to be continued. Anna Parker, Ryan Pettit, Ryan Poole, Terry Scheitower, Jen Sobis, Cody Watts, David Weiser, and Bobby Wolf. So House of Excellence, this is a new one starting this year as well. This is one unit that was over $1 million. It can be a listing taken or it can be a sold home over $1 million, one home. This month we have Stacy Lockhart and Chris Bond. And we are now also recognizing the Crimson Club for the county. Give a little bit, another layer of competition, see what other people are doing. And so this is for the 3 offices in Salt Lake County. These are our Crimson Club winners for the individual. In 3rd place, we had Cameron Burnside from KW Utah Realtors. He had 12 units at 3.8 million. In 2nd place, we have our own Robin Buckwalter, 12 units, 7.5 million. And in 1st place, we have Linda Birch from the Salt Lake City office with 12.75 units and $8.9 million. For Crimson County team, in 3rd place, we have Team Orlandini out of KW Utah, 7 units, 2.9 million. 2nd place, David Gomez Real Estate with 9 units at 3.4. And in 1st place, we have Mario and Favero. Is that how you say it? Marari and Favero. Okay, committed to memory. 10 units, $8.9 million. So congratulations. And for our group in 3rd place, we've got Jupiter out of KW Utah with 21 units, 11.4 million. We've got our own Emily Hayes Homes, 23 units at 12.4 million. And then in 1st place, the Stern team from Salt Lake City, 63.4 units and 35 million. So let's hear it for Emily. Okay, cultural icon. Is Jake here? Jakers. Son of a gun. So we wanted to celebrate Jake as the KW South Valley cultural icon for the month. Okay. And our winner is Jake Jenkins. We want to celebrate Jake as the KW South Valley cultural icon for the month of February. Jake's commitment to going above and beyond and supporting others' success knows no bounds. As an associate leader on the productivity coaching team, Jake's exceptional organizational skills and tech-savvy abilities have significantly contributed to the success of the coaching productivity program and monthly Ignite sessions. His genuine care and passion are evident in every task he undertakes, leaving a lasting impact on our team. Thank you, Jake, for being an inspirational force within our community. Congrats, Jake. And we have an awesome picture of himself to display in his office space when we see him. Then our agent of the month this month, we wanted to recognize Jared Hansen. Huge congratulations to Jared. This month, our brokerage proudly acknowledges Jared Hansen's remarkable dedication and consistent performance. He's consistently showing up. Jared's unwavering commitment to his work shines through in every aspect of his career, from nurturing client relationships to consistently ranking among the top producing agents here at KW South Valley. In February alone, Jared secured contracts for 3 homes valued at over $1 million each and successfully closed 5 contracts totaling over $2.4 million. To date, Jared's exceptional efficiency in his craft has resulted in a year-to-date adjusted volume exceeding $5.7 million, with an agent commission surpassing $117,000. Congratulations, Jared, on this well-deserved recognition as Agent of the Month. Your tireless dedication and perseverance serve as our inspiration to all of us, and we are honored to have you as part of our brokerage family. So congrats, Jared. And we have a picture of himself for him as well. Robin Buckwalter. Girl, just come up for a minute. Just come up.
But I didn't know this was happening right now.
Gosh, can we go backwards a minute? I want her to see her slide. 'Cause that's
But I
so
did
fun.
dress up.
Look at you, Miss Crimson Club. This Utah County Crimson Club, you took second place for all the individuals of all 3 market centers in Salt Lake County. 12 units, 7.5 million.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I did the numbers myself. I'm the numbers girl. And it shows. So we want to hear about what you're doing right now. Where's the mic?
No, I was on. Hello. Aaron? Okay.
There we go.
Lori just messaged me, Erickson, on the East Coast and goes, dang girl. I'm like, what? I'm at Harmon's mailing my client a listing packet. She sent me a picture of that. I was like, I'm going to race into the office. No, I had this thought in January. I had nothing happening at all. And I had one closing in December and I was in a super funk. And I was like, man, I got to get out of this to attract business because a funk doesn't attract business. And so I brought back my affirmations. It's like when things are going well, I'm almost too busy to do affirmations. But I was like, if something happens, as February picked up, I was like, I'm going to tell everyone that I started doing my affirmations again every day. That's what I did every single day, a whole bunch. And all of a sudden, people were calling me. I mean, I have to go back and look. I just know I had 3 or 4 deals. Well, not everything's closed. Things are still closing that were part of that, the February number, I guess, of listing agreements signed and buyer brokers signed, right? That's what that is. It's a whole bunch of stuff. An old friend that I knew back east when I lived there 20 years ago sent me a great lead. So that's one person that signed and they're closing this in April. I have 6 closings next week that were part of this. If they all go through, a couple of them there's some earthquakes happening, but I don't know. Neighbors called me, hey, we've got to move. And someone else called me. And I know y'all know because we're all in the industry, like you never know where it's coming from, but we have to believe it's coming. And so in January, I kept thinking, I can't wait to see that's one of my affirmations. I can't wait to see who my next clients are. I can't wait to see who's going to call me to buy or sell a home. Qualified buyers and sellers are always looking for me and find me. Referrals are coming my way. And when I started doing that religiously, everything changed. That's all I can say. You guys, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So
Love it. So much of it is mindset.
yeah, we attract what we think about. So if you're thinking about the slump, gracias, Pedro. Anyway.
And you missed the slide. In our market center, you took #1 individual for the month of February.
I'm shocked.
It's awesome.
I can't believe that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy.
Let's see, we already did them. We did them. We did Jake. We did Jared. Okay, so these are just a quick recap of the regional awards that were given out in Vegas. So this is over all of 2023 production for our whole region wide. And we wanted to highlight those winners as well. And we have your plaques. We're going to be delivering them to you personally. So let's just dive in real quick. So top profit share associate for 2023 from our market center was Kyle Harrison. And then we have our top performing individual agents. In third place, we have Pedro Garrido. Second place, we have Annie Cannon. And first place, we have Jared Hansen. Congratulations, you guys. It goes off units then volume. We'll get to Annie. She won a slide that will show exactly why her volume would be higher. Our top sales recruiter, so brought in the most agents through referrals, was Rena. Congratulations, Rena. Building her profit share tree. And individual agent awards, our top luxury performing individual was Miss Annie Cannon, driving up that volume right there. In luxury listings alone, she had over $8 million. Our top performing commercial individual, Steve Tobias. Congrats. Steve, anything you want to share about your year last year?
It's amazing to me because like last year was the worst year I've ever had. So that tells you something what's going on in the commercial world, but I worked hard and, you know, tried to make something out of it.
You're always consistent and always such a resource for everyone here that dips their toes
Thank
in
you.
commercial, and we sure appreciate you. Awesome. All right. Go ahead, Don.
When I come in at odd hours, early morning, late evenings, weekends, even sometimes, I always see Steve. Like Steve's always there. And then one other thing, when somebody needs help, he's always there too. So
Sure.
probably not surprised to see him up there. So
Thanks, Steve. Probably one of the most coveted awards is the Rookie of the Year award. So this is given out in two categories. I only see one slide on here, so I'm going to introduce both of them. But they do it as on an individual level. So an agent that this was their first 12 months of volume as an agent. They couldn't transfer from another brokerage, and it's just their first 12 months of volume that ended in 2023. They can receive it as an individual, so never have been part of a team, came in on their own as an individual. And then we also give out a team member award. So Elizabeth Scott won our individual award at closing over 3.3 million in her first 12 months. And then our team member was Becky Nilsson, who started out in the coaching program and was able to build her business from there and has a remarkable volume. And I'll have to make sure her slide gets sent out. So congratulations to our rookies. And then our cultural award. So this is like one of the ones that just makes you cry every year as you go through and you think about all the agents that we work with every year and the wonderful things that you guys do outside of real estate that make such an impact on the community. And this year, we selected Tammy Loescher. Tammy does so much. She's involved, and I'll even let her tell us a little bit about what she does, but she's involved with a charity called Mascot Miracles, where they help children. They bring in the mascots to all of these events. I spoke with I want to say he's the president. Is Rich the president, owner of Mascot Miracles? And Tammy had a bit of a challenging time these last couple of years. And instead of going into herself, she opened even wider to our community and has been so active in real estate and charitable events and has raised money for these kids. And it is just such an inspiration to see how she has blossomed. And so I want to congratulate Tammy and let her tell you a little bit about what she's doing as well.
Thank you. So yeah, I am part of a foundation. It's called Mascot Miracles Foundation, and it was founded by my best friend. He's been a mascot, like those of you who are old enough to remember when we had the Olympics here. He was actually one of the mascots through that Olympics. And so ever since then, he's just still loved doing that kind of stuff. There's the Falcons football team. It's a women's football team. He is their mascot. His sons followed in his footsteps. They've been high school mascots. They're also now professional mascots in Salt Lake. And so one day they were coming home from some event and they stopped at this little lemonade stand, and this little girl was raising money for her friend who had leukemia. And so they weren't in costume at that point. And so then they talked to her and they were so touched by her that they left, went and suited back up, and then went back to her lemonade stand and kind of played and had a good time with her. And that's where it all started. And then they also found out at that time that the lemonade stand that she was doing was for her friend who had cancer. So she was giving back to her friends that also had cancer, and they were just totally touched by that. So that is where he started the foundation, where he goes and does events for kids. We do events for kids who are going through unthinkable situations and circumstances, and their parents are just spending so much money on their medical bills. Their siblings kind of go unnoticed because they're focusing on the child who is sick. So then the other siblings are just kind of like hanging out. So all of our events that we do, the families have never had to pay one dime for anything we do. We take 75 families on Heber Valley Express every year for Polar Express. We have one of our events coming up in April. That is the aquarium. So we take 1,400 people to the aquarium every year. And they have dance parties with the mascots. We do a water park activity. We do as many things as we can, but they don't pay a dime. So everything we do is funded by fundraising or sponsors or donations. So, and it's just kind of, and then we also do one-on-ones, which are like, Make-A-Wish on a super local level. Like one of our little heroes just passed away about 2 weeks ago. McKay was my first one-on-one that I went and did when I started working with these guys, and we went to the West Jordan Stampede Rodeo, I remember, and took his family, and they just had a great time. And then in September of 2022, he was on his third round of getting cancer, and he had been going through lots of treatments. He kept going to Philadelphia to have test treatments that they were trying to bring out and stuff. And we took him to the Rush Park in West Jordan with his family. And it was so fun to just watch them all enjoy each other's company and just have that last, I say last now because that was their last big thing that we did for them. And he just passed away a couple of weeks ago. But I remember vividly that day, like going and watching his sisters who are cheerleaders swinging off the thing and going into the foam things, and him swinging on there and going on the foam things. We do the laser tag, his whole family doing laser tag with the mascots, and just an awesome event. And it's just awesome to be a part of that. If you guys want to be a part of that, we have a fundraiser on April 6th, and it is going to be it's a dine with celebrities dinner. I'll post the thing on our in the KW South Valley. We're trying to fill as many tables as we can, but basically it's $75 a person. You come to the dinner, and there's different people that will be serving, and you tip the waiters. That's part of what the donations will go to the foundation. So it's going to be a really fun night if you guys want to come. That is taking place. Those of you who have been over there in the corners and up here, we used to have a masquerade ball, and we're not doing that this year. We're doing this dinner with the celebrities instead. So if you would like to come, we would love to have you, and I'll post the thing and come have fun.
Thank you, Tammy. Congratulations. So as far as top performing teams, we had, oh, there's Becky's slide for rookie. She just was on the wrong thing. Okay, good. $9.3 million of volume in her first 12 months as an agent. Just saying. Top producing commercial group, Apex. Got a few of you guys in here today. Top performing luxury group, South Valley proper, and top performing luxury team, the Sadler Bolin Real Estate Group. So congratulations, you guys. And for our top performing teams, we have in third place, Mike Carmody, who was here. Where did he go? $11 million. Well, he was here. Second place, we've got 4111 with 15.8 million. And in first place, we had Wow House with 17.9 million. So congratulations, you guys. Okay, we want to give just a couple minutes here. I want to give a moment for our vendor to be able to come up and introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about their company. And then if you guys have any wants or needs in the market right now that you want to put out there to your fellow agents, we'll give you a few minutes for that as well. So Stephanie, you can come on up and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm actually Alicia, but Erin did deal a lot with Stephanie. She could not be here with us today. I am actually, and I was going to try to get him to come up here with me. That's my husband back there hiding in the corner. So this is our company. No. So we're Finco Refrigeration. We're an HVAC company here in the Valley. And we just had an opportunity. We had reached out to Aaron and he called us and said, hey, we'd love to have you guys come. So we thought this is fabulous. I'm going to let my husband speak a little bit too, but basically we do a lot. Our real focus is building relationships with our customers. And I know that's kind of what you guys are in the business of relationships as well. There's lots of HVAC companies out there. I think that what really sets us apart is that. I mean, we were really, our relationships are really important. We're extremely reliable and timely. You know, I know that time is critical, especially when you're trying to do a closing or something. And we really value our relationships so much that if it's not a good fit, we're going to tell you that right away. Like, hey, we are slammed right now and we're not going to be able to meet your needs. We would rather see that and have you call us another time than, you know, try to overpromise. So we'll always be really upfront with you. We have Olay on our team. We have a couple of other technicians. Olay is our senior technician. I'm going to let him talk to you a little bit. And then we have Stephanie on our team. She's probably who you'll mostly talk to. Unfortunately, she had a death in her family, and so she wasn't able to join us this week, but she's fabulous. She's our main dispatcher. I kind of run everything else that's not technical or like I do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff or come and visit with people and introduce our company to them. I don't know, Olay, do you want to just talk to him a little bit about a few things as well?
So my name is Olay. I've been in the industry 17 years now. Refrigeration is, you know, where my skill set, you know, is really utilized, you know, more on the refrigeration side, commercial. But you know, I do still do a lot with our crew in the residential and do a lot of training, just trying to stay on top of the different changes in the industry. The few things that you know, as a small company, we definitely try to pride ourselves on, and Alicia touched on the relationships. But you know, as far as, you know, a technician, you know, we really try to, you know, focus on being out at a timely manner. You know, we know that you guys try to sell properties, trying to close, and things come up during inspections. And it's important that you get somebody in there, you know, and for us, you know, because we want to build those relationships, it's important for us to value you guys' time, try to get out there in that window that we tell you guys will be there. And, you know, so we try to pride ourselves on being there in a timely manner. And, you know, for us as technicians, you know, we try to come out, you know, just, you know, knowing that the property is clean, ready to sell. You know, we come out with, you know, make sure that we have our booties, and when we're done doing your service, you know, try to make sure that, you know, we clean up after ourselves. and not leaving a mess behind us. The other thing is communication. You know, us communicating what we find, you know, and we will always do a thorough check on everything, and we'll point out the things that are needed to be repaired, and then we'll also, you know, point out things that we see in the near future will need to be repaired. So we'll make sure that that's itemized differently, so you guys don't freak out, you know, over, you know, a list of a bunch of different things, you know. So we try to itemize the different things, you know, so that way the things that are needed to get through the sale, right? You know, knowing that you guys will probably have a home warranty that come with the sale, you know, and that they could always pass off some of this stuff to them. But anyways, you know, small company, 6 years, you know, our little business here in Salt Lake area, and we sure hope to have a shot at proving ourselves to each and every one of you
We're
guys.
happy to have you as part of our vendor program.
And I just wanted to let you know, we obviously have lunch back there. We have some brochures, and I certainly you guys can ask me about it. Our brochures, we do a lot of work with property management companies. So our brochure is kind of geared towards them, but I also understand in this industry that some of you own property, your own property, and manage some rental property. Just real briefly, I just want to let you know we have an awesome program for people that have rental properties. We do a maintenance program. We have a discount right now. We're doing like half off on a maintenance program, $125 a year. We'll come out, we'll do a tune-up for your furnace and your air conditioner. With AC season around the corner, getting a tune-up done is so critical. So you don't get surprised in the middle of July with a broken air conditioner, even for your own personal selves. If you want to sign up for our tune-up program, it's an amazing program. The benefit really to you is that once you've signed up for that program, you can call us anytime throughout the year and we will come out and not charge you a diagnosis fee. So say, for instance, something breaks down, like we said, in the middle of July, we're going to come out. We're not going to charge you to diagnose it. We're going to tell you what's going on, and then you can decide if you want to get it repaired. Any of our customers that have ever done the maintenance program love the peace of mind, and they love that 99% of the time we stand so firmly behind it that we don't come out to see you again. Once we saw you the first time, we solved your problem, or we told you your problem, and then you decided. We had one customer that said, I wish I would have just done what you told me to do, because it did. It happened in the middle of July. Their AC went out. So that's a wonderful program. We'll have a brochure on it. But again, especially our people that have rental properties, if you have renters, having that program is awesome. And we, you know, we'll see dirty filters or little things that come up that you don't pay a diagnosis fee for us taking care of for you. So anyway, again, I'm Alicia Olay, and we're Finco Refrigeration, and we look forward to working with you guys.
Great. Thanks so much. Oh, sure. Yeah, it's in the back. Carrie left the room, so I want to brag on her for 1 second, if that's okay. Oh, she's sneaking in the back. Did you guys know that we have scholarships? Oh, good, it was Rena, not Carrie. That we have scholarships available where we can help put people through real estate school for free. Did you guys know this? It's called our K-Score program, and Carrie heads it up for us. And I just wanted to brag on her that she got an awesome black belt medal in the mail yesterday from KWRI for recruiting over 200 people to that program in 2023. And she was showcased at Family Reunion. She's literally written the book on it. So if you guys know anyone that you want to help get into the business, connect them with Carrie. We have a black belt ninja in our midst. And if you see her, I didn't say this to anyone, but give her a high five. Does anybody have any wants or needs? Anything in the market, wants or needs? Anybody gotten anything coming up soon? Robin's got one.
I might need a real estate attorney. So if you know somebody, it's for a property I own and I'm selling and I don't want to get sued because the HOA is a disaster and I didn't know it. So without going into detail, it's a closing that may not happen next week, but I got to protect myself. So I need to talk to someone with a little bit of a legal background, and I'm trying to gather HOA documents, and they don't really have any because it's such a mess. But Stephanie said she has one. So text me if you have one. That would be amazing.
Awesome. Who else? Anybody else? Steve?
I was just going to point out that if in your client base, if you have doctors, chiropractors that are leasing their space, right now, SBA loans, they can get in for like a 10% down payment instead of 30 or 40% down payment. And we can help them either find a suitable tenant to take over their space while we find them a place to buy. And so they can probably, on average, I'm helping people increase the amount of space that they own, and then they own it instead of lease. And so go through your sphere of influence, maybe think of who are professionals that I could talk with, and then I can meet with you guys and we can set up an appointment and show them the differences that we could do.
Awesome. Love it. Thanks, Steve. Anybody else? All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you taking the time out, and I love to be able to celebrate all of you all together. So congratulations on all your success, and enjoy lunch and networking.